LinkedIn is one of the most important parts of your job search. And if you do not have a LinkedIn or you have not optimized your profile, now is a great time to look at that. And we're going to talk a little bit about how to do that, as well as how to network on the LinkedIn platform. Now, let's talk about optimizing your profile a bit first. Your photo. Your photo is so important because it's your greeting to someone. When they land on your page, your face is going to be there, and we really want it to be a high resolution photo. We want it to be well lit. We want to be smiling. We want to be showing our entire face, not wearing sunglasses or looking away. We want to be a friendly face that they can see and feel like they can trust. There's also some different tools out there that you can use, like the Profile Pic Maker tool, which will give you a nice little background to your photo, which makes it stand out even more. You also want to change your settings and make sure that you're open to work for recruiters at a minimum, and make sure that they're able to see the specific roles that you're able to do, which you can change right here in this box. Headline. Your headline is your elevator pitch. It's the thing that you really want people to see when they may be interested in hiring you. You have 220 characters, but you really want to be as clear as possible and not be confusing in a bunch of different roles that you want to do. You want to conclude the specific job role and keywords that are potentially in multiple job descriptions that fit what you're looking for. And I have a video and also a resource that shows you how to do that in depth that will be linked in here as well. Let's talk a little bit about the about. Now, the about is tough because it can be very subjective of how to create the about, but I think that a good about is speaking to your target persona. It's speaking to the person who's landing on your page, who may want to hire you or who may want to reach out to you. So you want to imagine that you're that person landing on your page. What is it that you could say in here that could really attract somebody to reach out to you? And what is it that you want them to do? And how is it that you can tell them that in the about? So whatever you need to put in LinkedIn speaks directly to them. And you always want to provide still relevant, substantiated, quantifiable proof that you are what you say you are. Always think of it like this. You always want to show people instead of just telling them, because telling people and making claims without that evidence makes it so that it's very hard to just believe you based on that. Experience. Having a full completed experience section that speaks to the impact you provided for each role and company you worked for is so important, because also LinkedIn is SEO optimized. So when recruiters are searching on their side of LinkedIn, they'll type in different skills and they'll type in different past roles, and they want to see who has these particular things on their profile. So if you've not completed that, and if you've not put those words in the about section, in the experience, in your headline, you will likely show up a lot lower than other people who have those things in their profile. I like to also organize the information so that it's formatted consistently across the different parts of your experience so that it looks clean. And we also want to use metrics, bullets, keywords directly from different job descriptions that are a great fit for us. We've gone over a little bit of that in the past, but it applies both to the resume and also to the LinkedIn. Endorsements. Make sure that the top 3 skills, if you look at this up here, this little pencil button, you can change the different skills that are featured, and you want to make sure that the top 3 ones are the ones that show up the most in the jobs that you're interested in, and that you're getting endorsed for those ones. And you also want to try to get recommendations when possible. Getting written recommendations and getting these endorsements go a long way, not only improving your credibility, but these things can actually determine where you show up again in the algorithm for recruiters when they're searching for you. Let's talk about the networking piece of LinkedIn. We've gone over how to optimize your profile. And of course, I'm trying to go through all this in a very quick manner. There's a lot more detail to this, and there's a lot more nuance, but we want to just make sure we get the basics right. When we talk about networking, networking is just making friends and interacting with different people online. There are a lot of cultural differences and things that you may want to be aware of when you're doing that. But from a basic standpoint, we want to be able to provide value to people. We want to be able to share ideas, to share information, and share introductions. So when people at your target company are posting content, one of the quickest way I think you can provide value is just leaving really thoughtful comments, likes on people at the companies that you want to work at. And people post online because they want people to comment and engage. So just you being able to engage can be a very powerful way to provide value. When you're engaging with companies themselves, remember that they can see how much that you've engaged with their brand. When you identify those specific companies that you want to work for, it's really important that you follow them, you comment on their posts, you engage with their content, you connect with their people, you do all the different things that you can do to be part of their ecosystem and get the experience of someone who is potentially a customer or is potentially a partner or is potentially in their realm of getting their communications, because that can help you not only application process, but in the interview process and beyond. Connecting with people starts also with understanding who your target persona is. Who are the types of people that you need to connect with that are either already doing the job that you want to do, are hiring for that job, or who may be able to help you in that process. There is an additional download I will include in here that you'll be able to read and come up with that process in a more systematic way, which is really awesome.